Hey, what's poppin'? It's Cade here from Cade Shear Fishing, and today I'm going over my favorite baits for fall fishing. In the fall, those fish are in a transition period from the summer to the winter, and the bites can be real tricky and real tricky to get. So if you don't use the right baits, you probably won't get anything. From my experience, creature baits do really good. Creature baits, jerk baits, do really good in the fall. So I have a jerk bait here that I will talk about. I have a crankbait that I will talk about. I've got chatterbaits, which I will talk about. I have flukes, speedworms, and swim baits that I will talk about. All are which are really good for fall, and depending on like you're fishing a pond or a lake, when you should fish it and how you should fish it. Let's start off with the flukes. So these flukes are from Zoom. They have a chartreuse tail, and yeah, that looks pretty good right there. These catch them. So when you fish with flukes, you could fish them weightless because usually flukes, the bait companies will put salt inside of the plastic, which makes them sink, and it'll sink just like this. So that tail will flutter, and then that motion will cause the fish to chomp at its tails. Um, Also, you can fish these on a belly weight, which just speeds up the sink. Belly weights make sure that it doesn't go nose down, so you don't get some of that just traditional Texas rig dive. But instead, on a belly weight, if you put the weight on the belly right here, it has that shimmer down action, just like that, that attracts those fish. You can put this on a chatterbait, on a chatterdonk. I have a chatterbait right here that I can rig up for you. This chatterbait is from Z-Man, chartreuse and white chatterbait. So let me rig this up real quick. To rig a chatterbait, it's just like rigging up a jig. Go up that hook until you have that instinct, and you come out just like that. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't show you. It's too low. Alright, so anyways, you go penetrate up the hook, and then you come out just like this, and you put that plastic right up on that guard, and there you go. Got your chatterbait right here. Boom, boom, boom. So for chatterbaits, they are really tricky if you don't know how to fish them. They do not have a weed guard like most jigs, even though they look like a jig. So how to fish these: you cast it out, you let it sink right above that. You let it sink just a little bit, not too deep, because if you go too deep, then you'll get a whole bunch of snags. If you go along the floor, you need to know how deep the water is, and then depending on how deep that water is, that's how deep you fish this chatterbait. So when you fish it, you simply just reel. You can do fast reel, slow reel, whatever you'd like. Just test it out. You can do pops with it. This little blade right here, when it's running through the water, it makes like a noise like this. That sends vibrations through the water, and it chatters, which is how they came up with the name chatterbait. So that's really cool. Another soft plastic that's really good are swim baits. This is the Rage Swimmer from Strike King. You could put this on a chatterbait, and it's a shad on top and like pearl on the bottom. Come in a 6-pack. Really good. Check these out. You could put these on a chatterbait, and I actually have a pearl shadish looking chatterbait right here that I'll rig up for you. For the pure white and shad color, I will fish on sunny days, and I'll throw the chartreuse when it's like cloudy out, when it's like overcast. So you go up through the head of the soft plastic, just like rigging up a jig trailer, right until you know, and you come out and you bring that bait all the way up until you get right there. Bring that bait over, and boom, there you go, a straight pearl shad chatterbait right here. Very good for fall fishing. Also, which I use these type of baits, these speed worms from Zoom. I use these baits all year round. I use these all year round, and I throw them on a Texas rig. So I'll actually put it on a hook for you. Let me get one. Here is a 2/0 straight EWG hook, and I'll put it on this speed worm right here. Hold on, there's something. Alright. So you have your worm and you have your hook. You get the top of the worm and you penetrate it right until the beginning of the curve. Then you come out of the worm just like that, and you bring it up all the way to this knob here. You spin it on top of the knob, and you make sure that it is like completely submerged in that knob right there. Then you find where your hook would penetrate, which would be right there, and then you go through just like that, and then you tuck in your hook just like that. You tuck in your hook so it doesn't get caught, so it's weedless. There you go, you got a speed worm. Looks kind of wanky. I've definitely done better, but that's how you rig one up right there. Speed worms are really good all year round. They're just like a hack. It's like a fishing hack. Zoom did really good with their speed worms. As I was saying, creature baits are really good for fall fishing. So, and that also means crankbaits. So here I have 2 crankbaits from 6 Cents. I have a baby brim color, and then I have a more shad color right here. I definitely use the shad in clear sunny days, and then I definitely use the brim in cloudy overcast days. This is real natural colors, so you'd use this on overcast. You can really use this anytime, but shad, you wouldn't really want to use this during sunny days, because well, there's some colors on this particular bait that's not really natural, so that's why I would just throw it during sunny days. But anyways, next there's jerkbaits. Jerkbaits go really good with saw in the fall and the winter. Here's just plain old jerkbait. I don't even know what brand it is, but I got this from my grandpa a few years back. So you fish this a lot like the crankbait. You cast it out, you let it dive to however much it'll dive, which I'd say this dive about 6 feet or so. And you don't want to fish in that rough, junky stuff because of these hooks. It's not weedless. So you'd fish in the water column above all that junky stuff, so you don't get caught up. You could add pops in here. Just move your rod up and down just a little bit while reeling it in. For a crankbait, you just reel in with the crankbait, so it'll go like that. And jerkbaits, they walk, so that means it goes like this. That motion right there. I got one more thing, one more creature bait that I can show you. And I got this the other day. Here they are. It's Zoom Lizard Bullfrogs. See, in the fall, the fish love creature baits, and we all know lizards. Lizards work really great all the time. This has a lemon pepper on the bottom, and then like a watermelon, like a dark watermelon seed on top. I'll rig this up for you if you want. The same hook. Let me get one. Alright, here you got your 2-aught EWG, and here you got your lizard. You rig it up just like a Texas rig. You throw it on a bullet weight hook, just like that with the head. Go all the way out, and then up just like there, right there. You see where your hook would penetrate, and then you go through the back, just like that. I don't know if you can see that, but just like that right there. And then you'd tuck in the top, so it's weedless. There you go. Pretty straight lizard right there. And those are my favorite fall fishing baits right here. We have the lizard. We have the Flukes that we love. We have the Rage Swimmer from Strike King. We've got the Zoom. We've got the Zoom Speedworm right here. This is the Ultravide, which is really good. And then there's the just regular Speedworm. We've got the Chartreuse Chatterbait right there. We've got the Shad Chatterbait right there. We've got these two crankbaits. Hold up, got caught. Alright. We've got these two crankbaits from 6 Cents. And then we have the jerkbait. All good. From my experience, all these baits catch fish during the fall. They are really, really good, and I recommend them greatly. So that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, even though there'll be like 3 of you watching at most. But yeah, all good and well. I do this because I love it. I love fishing a whole bunch, and I want to share my knowledge with each and every one of you. So without further ado, have a good day. Keep your fishing up. Let's go. That's fall for you.